Hey, and welcome to another NinjaBill Live. And here we're here today to talk about some new reveals. And got really nothing else to talk about, so I thought I'd talk about this. And we got a look at some really great stuff today. We got us not only the Earthrise, the masterpiece, the Earthrise, but also a Cyberverse RC. You can see her here at. And she looks pretty good. Of course, people will complain about it because they got nothing better to do with their lives but complain about something. But I think it looks pretty good, especially seeing how RC is one of my favorite characters, and I really don't own any modern figures of her. Last RC I got was the Transformers Prime Deluxe version, and that was given to me by a close friend. So I've never actually personally seen any RC outside of an Energon RC inside stores. So there is that. Welcome Adamantium Matrix. Welcome Pack. Welcome Autocorrect Primer. And yeah. So as I was talking about, so I want that RC. I'd like to have all the RCs. Saw the looks of this guy. Looks like a Studio Series Soundwave from the very first movie where he was the satellite. So I guess that's cool. I'm not a big fan of the Soundwave in the movies, so it's cool. I guess if you like it, you like it. Um, this Alicon, wow, wow! Bring on more Quintessons. Bring them all on. Give us everything. Give us a million of them. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. Let's click on this link here. I wanted to show off these because I think they're interesting. I think they're interesting. We saw that smoke screen. Now that smoke screen looks like a heavy retool of the Siege figure, at least in the Earth mode. It looks like a heavy retool because you notice it shares the bones. Look how the legs are, how the shoulders are. So it looks like it shares the bones here, but the alt mode definitely is an Earth mode, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I love the colors. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, Cadence, welcome to the show. Let's see here. And let's see, what was that? Oh yes, I was talking about Smokescreen's Earth mode. I dig it. I dig it. I don't own the Siege version, which is cool. I dig it. Adamantium Matrix, again, welcome. Autocorrect Primer, I just got the notification, the push notification for your new video. We'll check it out after this, unless you guys are going live tonight. This is going to be a really short one. I'd say maybe 30 minutes or so. But if you're going live after this, I'll join you in your broadcast. But for now, I'm just doing this here, and I wanted to discuss it. So again, back to the smoke screen. It looks pretty good. I dig it. I don't like these pop off wheels. Okay, I'm not a fan of pop off wheels. You see all this right here? See that's where they pop off. I'm not a fan of that. Give us regular rims, even if they're still pop off wheels. Don't have this part showing through, the actual peg showing through where the wheels pop on and off. Don't show that. I'm glad it's blue. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad it's blue. They should have did the rims maybe something different. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too nitpicky, but I do like the 3 accessories we got here. I dig that. I dig that. And they look pretty good in robot mode. I like that head sculpt. Looks pretty cool. So this looks pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it. Very reminiscent of G1 Micromatter. Bleh, no English skills. Micromaster Transport, I believe, and I'm trying to remember his name. Let me grab my Bible. That will tell me. Let's see here. Because I know I've seen something like it. We saw something like it in the Micromasters. Yeah. Yeah. It's sort of like a countdown. It's sort of like Countdown. It's not really Countdown, but it's sort of like that. And it's okay. It's Countdown itself would have been better. Airwave, yeah, Airwave. You know, it's because they already. I think what happened here is because they already used Countdown with the Omega Supreme release. We have this. So I mean, okay, it's cool. I dig these Micromaster combiners. Very awesome. Look at that shuttle mode. That is awesome. Here's one part of it. Here's another. That's just sweet looking, man. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I dig it a lot. Here is his steer mode, only a land aircraft carrier because of these treads down here. Still pretty cool. You know that head right there reminds me of animated Slag. That head. If you look at the TF animated Slag, his head kind of looks like that. Oh, Skylinks is a must. Absolutely, Skylinks is a must. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. That Skylinks is sweet. I saw images of this Megatron. Okay, initial images from what we see here. This whole piece right here is just an add-on. Okay, because look at that. That's just I'm not pleased with this, folks. He's a heavy retool of the Siege version, from what I can see. And you know what? I think the Siege version. Well, maybe they actually fixed the head. Look at that head sculpt. Speaking of which, that's a pretty good head sculpt. But the rest of it, I'm not digging it. I'm just not. I'm just not. Looks like some retooling here in the treads too. See that bit right there? That isn't on the Siege version. So that's some retooling right there. You can see. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this right here. It looks to be one big block of plastic that I don't know. Unless it separates. If it separates, it looks like a tab there and a tab there. So maybe they do separate. I'm not so sure. He's an easy pass for me on this Megs. Yeah, ACP. I can see it. I'm right there with you. I'm not. See, I'm not digging it. I think the Siege one had more paint too, because look at it, it's kind of bland. I know this is just a CG render. What we're looking at is a CG render, so not the final figure, but I don't know. It feels not right. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it. Neuro says there's a secret fan mode gun of this, I hear. Ha. Lord Starscream, welcome. Welcome, Miss Prime, welcome. Yeah, I'm just, guys, I'm not digging this Earth mode Megatron. I'm not digging it. I don't know what it is, but it's just not doing anything for me. We'll go back and take a look. I want to talk about that RC. I want to talk about that RC. I really do, because we talked heavily about, all of us here in various programs have talked about the RC and the masterpiece one. Well, I want to talk about this Earth mode, Earthrise RC here, and I think it looks fantastic. Some people are complaining about this right here. Well, if you look at the cartoon version she has, her wheel wells are actually closed up. Maybe not this long, but they are closed up. And I dig it. I like the colors. I dig it. Now, this is where people are contentious about this backpack right here and this removable piece and her feet, apparently. It's I don't know. It's people are complaining because the feet aren't they aren't white. Like this part here should be gray. Her feet should be white. The ankle guard should be gray. And they don't like the parts forming aspect of it. I'm okay with all of that. I'm okay. What do you think about hypersexualized Windblade? What do I think about hypersexualized Windblade? I could care less. You know who cares about that? People with nothing better to do with their time. That's what I think. We got enough misery in the world without worrying about an over sexualized damned female robot toy. All right? There's enough misery in the world where we don't need to worry about that. I'll get Earthrise RC and Cyberverse RC. She looks amazing. Yeah, I want both of them too. I doubt I'll ever see them unless one of you guys are kind enough to send me one because, well, you know, the scalpers will get to them long before I ever do. That's just a fact. I have not seen an RC in a store since the Energon line. That's not even an exaggeration. I literally have never seen an RC toy in any of the stores around here for almost 80 miles around me since the Energon line. What, 2004? Yeah, that long. Because I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway, so I also saw people complaining about this Scorponaut, saying the ramps are too small. These shouldn't should be blockier or some such blah blah blah. Could care less. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks really good. I doubt I'll get this Titan, but it looks really good. I love the colors here. At least in this image, they really pop. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you tell me? What you guys think of this Scorponaut? Nice. And Nikki shouldered me. ACP said, and he's Nikki shouldered me that Windblade and said we are going to get her. Okay, works for me. Do it. I say do it. I say do it. Hey, when the better half says we're gonna buy something, you don't argue with her, ACP. You just nod. You just nod. Give her a hug. That's what you do. You nod and hug her. That's it. you just nod and hug her. It's the uh, Flame Toys. It's a Flame Toys Windblade and it's a model kit. And like their 4-eye model kits, people are complaining. Let's see if I can find an image here. And I will show it off because people are complaining about it, and it's pointless to. I don't know. I don't know what is up with people nowadays. I don't know. Too many people with not enough of their own problems. They got to create problems for everybody else. Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. That's some nostalgia right there. That's some nostalgia. Those are pretty cool, actually. I looked at most of these. I like that Megatron. I like that Prime. They all look pretty good, honestly. Here it is. Yes. Okay, so this is the 4-eye model Windblade that people are complaining about. That she's hypersexualized, and apparently they've canceled her. Apparently, the word is they're canceling her because of these people who have nothing better to do with their time. Because she's hypersexualized. It's like, really? Hey, Solomist, how you doing? I want an ice cream sundae. Hey, me too. Why not? I hate phones. Oh, that's okay. I like the Headmaster design. It's like a Titan Returns Fortress Maximus. Yeah, I dig it too. I do dig it. I dig it a lot. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see the problem here. I'm trying. I'm struggling to see the problem here. I'm struggling. And maybe it's because we're all male, with the exception of Cadence, who's also in the chat. But I don't see the problem here. It's just a freaking toy. All right. It'd be different if maybe it was a real person. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. This I don't dig. I'm not a big fan of the IDW look. Um, I think he looks cool. He's very anime-esque. It looks great, but I'm not a fan of the IDW model, if you get my meaning here. So I'm not a fan of it. I do like this Primal, though. I do like this Primal. He's hyper stylized as well, but he looks pretty cool. I think he looks great. Good might play Don't Even Think on Twitch soon with Final Harps. What? Soul Miss 44? That made no sense. uh, it's scary. What am I missing here? Hey Drew, how goes it? Welcome. So uh I'd be grapple with the crane in front. Yeah, grapple. I want that Earthrise grapple. That looks great. It's you see, I like this. I like this. And this apparently got canceled, and I honestly I don't see the point. I don't see the problem with it. It's just a toy. I could care less, but apparently people have a problem with it. You know what? That's their business. So I guess I don't know what else to say about it, but that's their business and none of mine. I like what I like. They like, or in this case, don't like what they don't like. And but this time they made sure to, you know, go out into the world and share their loud, boisterous opinions with everybody, and apparently get it canceled. I'm not sure. I didn't see any official proclamations or details on it. I certainly didn't see it here on TFW. Uh, um, You'd think TFW would have had something if it was canceled, but I, I I don't see any information. Man, I want that RC. I want that RC. Look at that mug. I love it. I dig it a lot. I dig it. I dig it. Um, but you know, there's nothing on the cancellation that I've seen. So I don't know. I don't know. Roger Micromanage Way One out of Australian retail. Woohoo! Great for Australia. I don't live in Australia. Bad for me. But yeah, so I didn't. I've not seen anything official on it. Cyberverse RC looks good, as does the Siege version. Yeah, well, you mean the Earthrise version, Drew? And I agree. I completely agree. It looks great. Um, you know, I think both of them look great. Yes, there's going to be the detractors who absolutely hate on it, but you know what? Never let the haters stop you from enjoying something. Okay, their sole purpose in life is to destroy what you love. All right, don't let them do it. Don't give into it. Just because somebody else hates something you have doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy it, that's the point. That's your sticking point. You know, and it's just like with anything else. You know, you enjoy what you enjoy, unless it's, you know, like chopping heads off of your neighbors. That I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't be down with that. So hey, but hey, if that's what makes you happy, I guess you belong in a prison cell. But I guess yeah, that's what makes you happy. But I do like this. I do like this. I like the fact that I wonder if is this going to be coming with those blast effects, and I wonder if those blast effects will work on other like Siege or Earthrise toys, because that looks pretty cool. I like that weapon actually. I can see the waffling going on here in the legs and in the arms, but that's okay. You can be darn sure there'll be upgrade kits for this. You can be darn sure. Others hate it, and it makes me like it even more. Good job, Pack. Bloosh. Oh, yes, yes. Let's make an MGO reference on my channel. Thanks, Drew. Thanks so much. No, I'm kidding. You do blushing all day long. All day long. And you know, I'm not a big fan of the movie Soundwave toys or the looks of movie Soundwave at all. Like, this head sculpt, it's all of the movies. I don't own a single movie Soundwave toy just because of it. It just does not appeal to me. It does not. I never picked one of them up, not one, because they just don't appeal to me. I do, I do want an Alicon. I want an Alicon. I mean, look at that. It's like he jumps film. That's awesome. That is awesome. I dig it. I dig it so much. I hate the Merc got the satellite, but repainted it in G1 colors. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Hey, ACP, why don't you jump in here, man? You too, Pack, if you like. You can jump on in. Yeah, I dig this guy. I dig it. I do. I like it. Yeah, what is this thing? What is this thing? Super Shogun. Whoa. Okay. You see, now I've got to look at this thing. Why? Because we all got to look at it. Because it's my show. Ha ha. Let's take a look at this. If the image wants to load, apparently it does not. Hey, image, load. I command you. See, it works every time. That's pretty cool, actually. Sure, it's limited, but no, you know what? That looks actually pretty cool. I dig it. I like it. I like it. Old school vinyl figures. 20. Ooh, so he's 2 foot tall. I want it. I want it. All the new Earthrise Decepticons already bought too much. Can you really own too many Decepticons? Can you really, Drew? Is there a such thing as owning too many Decepticons? I'm not sure I can get with you on that. I think this is where we part ways, Drew. Nope, can't do it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I heard Wave 3 will have a lot of Decepticons. You know, I've heard some rumors in Rumor Control have said that as well, Neuro, that there will be. But yeah, I kind of like this thing. I want one. It's 2 feet tall. I mean, come on, as big as your Fort Mac. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool. It's got the whole 80s vinyl figure vibe to it. It really does. Got the whole 80s robot feel to it. And I dig that. I dig that a lot. It's awesome. Any news on the new mercenary faction? Never don't butt Autobot stuff anymore. Any news on the mercenary faction? You know, honestly, Neuro, I'm not interested in new factions. Well, let me clarify that. The mercenary faction thing, I'm not sure I'm completely down. And I just got a boop, which means somebody joined me. And there's ACP. Hello, hey, autocorrect primer, Derek, welcome.
How you doing?
So I'm doing well. So I'm looking at this 2 foot tall Optimus Prime vinyl statue. What do you think?
2 foot tall?
Yep.
I'd say I'd probably do a hard pass on him. He looks interesting, but
what? What? Autocorrect. Okay, you heard it here, folks. Autocorrect Primer is passing up on an 80s novelty 2 foot tall Optimus Prime, official Optimus Prime figure, and he's passing up on it.
I know. I would, but him being 2 feet tall,
Nikki, what have you done with Derek? What have you done to him?
we were
Nikki, I blame you, Nikki.
no,
You're at fault, Nikki.
we were
What have you
moving.
done with the real Derek?
Now, if it's a good price and I find it really good and I can like sneak it into the house, I will. But right now, Nikki was going through our Transformers and He-Man, and she was like, "Where are we going to put all the Titan guys that we have?" We're like, "There's no room." And I was like, "We'll put them with the Legoland." And she was like, "No, there's no room."
Well, Drew says, "Does this 2 foot tall Prime have rocket fists? If it doesn't, it should."
oh God, yes.
Well, it is, Samurai Shoguns, and they were kind of famous toys back in the day for having rocket fists.
Like they're Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood.
You mean Mechagodzilla, I think. But yeah. But still, man, come on. How could you not?
Oh.
Nikki, what have you done with the real Derek?
But the sad thing is that isn't this going to be made by Super 7?
Let me scroll back up. Yes.
See, I have issues with Super 7 though.
Okay, tell me about that.
Okay, when they ended up taking the license to do the He-Man figures, they ended up making them triple the price of what they originally was on Matty Collector. And then if you had an order and you ordered the figures itself and you didn't order them all as a group, then you were on the back burner, waited till whenever they did another re-release to get the one figure you ordered. Now, if you ordered all of them, they got shipped out immediately. And but you were talking about $50 of a He-Man figure each. It was only about 6 inches tall.
Yeah. Drew says, welcome to the show, KK. That would be Cadence. Welcome to the show. And Drew says, hide my money, Neuro said, hide my money, roll in him. Drew said, wheels, no Goji. Pax says, hey, fellas, I don't think I'll be jumping in. I have book club tomorrow, and I'm reading and watching, so I want to be disrespectful because my attention is elsewhere. That's okay, Pac. You got to do what you got to do, man. You know how we are here. We're all easygoing, love everybody type of folks. So, yeah, I can see where you're coming from, ACP. And I'm so we've been looking at these.
He could
these new releases. Say again.
I said I bet he's going to be over $100 if he comes from Super 7.
Well, yeah, true. So, what do you think of these new Micromasters?
I am digging them.
Look at Airwave, or that's not Airwave. Airwave, that's not Airwave either. I don't see a picture of Airwave here. This is see, I don't think this is Airwave. No, this is not. It can't be Airwave because Airwave should be, unless that's the Micromaster. No, that's not. So anyway, this is pretty cool. I dig it. Look at that head. Doesn't that not remind you of the Transformers animated Slag head?
Slag head, yes.
And doesn't that look just like it?
I gotta be honest. I am loving those that's coming out more than I am the Megatron and the Optimus Prime.
Really?
It's like I was talking to Nikki and I said, that this is the first time, the first Transformers that I am not looking to get Optimus Prime and Megs. I'm looking to get the other ones from that, and also the Titan, the mini-cons and stuff. I said, but I don't like the way that Megs looks, and Optimus Prime with the price tag that's with him, it still hasn't sold me on saying, I got to get him. He's a Voyager with the trailer. I've got to get him immediately. And I'm like, I saw Larkins, and then I saw Kato's, and then I saw, I even watched Prime versus Prime, and I watched Mgo's, and I watched all of them, and none of them, even though they're great reviews, it's not the reviewers that, and I want to make sure I clarify that, it's not the reviewers. The reviewers that did it are great, and they, they had the things they loved and what they didn't love. But I was hoping after watching that many, it would entice me to say, yeah, I think I'm willing to.
You just didn't bite.
No, I just, the hands opening up. having to hold the thing over his head to be able to do the matrix, and I'm like, I have my power of the proms. I can do that with power of the prom.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
So what do you think of this fellow here we have on screen? What do you think of this guy?
I love the treads at the bottom. You got like this battleship looking thing that's got
Yeah,
tank.
it's an land aircraft carrier. I mean, come on,
I know.
what's not to love about that? And he also has, a sort of a fortress mode going on right here, which is pretty cool.
Yes. I've got to be
You know,
honest. I am loving the fact that Hasbro and Tommy Carr is actually making the Transformers, especially the ones that come apart. I know a lot of people don't like part formers. They don't make.
Yeah, this is what they're calling modulators now.
Yeah, modulators. I'm liking it. It's making more playability with them.
Oh, I'm digging it. At first I thought when I saw this, I thought this was going to be a flat top. I honestly did. I thought it was going to be flat top, but it doesn't look like flat top did. I mean, it's a Decepticon. We can see that. We can see it's clearly a Decepticon, and it has that sort of land. Let me click off of this here. It has that aircraft carrier look going on here. Maybe they lost the flat top name and they can't use it anymore. But it's definitely the wrong colors because flat top was sort of a gray and off white or a purple and off white. I'm not sure, but it certainly does. And I called it. In my last live show, did I or did I not call it when I said they'll probably bring out flat top or something? Well, here he is, only not in the right colors.
Yeah, I like him a lot more than I do that Megatron right there. I mean, that Megatron.
That Megatron. I'm not happy with it at all. Especially all this right here. I mean, come on. Now look if you look right, it looks like there's tabs that might be there. Well, won't let me resize it. Darn. But it looks like there's tabs right there that it may be able to separate, but I'm just not digging this. I am not digging this at all. Now, the vehicle mode isn't too shabby.
Well, that whole top piece is a separate piece.
Well, not all of it. You got his arms here.
Yeah.
Look, here's his arms here. Now, this whole front piece, yes, it is all this right here.
Yeah.
Okay. But the rest of it, the rest of his quote unquote turret is his arms. So it's pretty much a retooled Siege Megatron. I mean, clearly there's been some retooling here in the front treads here. This bit right here has been retooled. This all retooled. But it looks like the rest of it is pretty. Now, it looks like the chest here has been retooled as well. This all looks like the Siege version here. The arms kind of remind me of the Siege version. So I guess most of the retooling has been here and here, if I'm not mistaken.
You want to know what would make me where I would have bought this one without any question? If that was a G2 looking Megs.
Lord Starscream says he loves that Megatron, and awesome. I'm glad you do. Kato, welcome.
Kato, if that was a G2 Megs coloring, and even as Larkin said that it looks like it is a lot of retooling and the same parts from the Siege line. The chest looks like it's the same width and stuff like that. Maybe they fixed the head drop, but
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, but I was like, if he was the G2 colors, I would so be into getting him immediately without question, because he would look so much different than he does from the Siege. I don't see the difference really between him and the Siege that I have, and I'm not a big fan of the Siege Megatron. I saw.
Really, I like the Siege.
Oh, when I had to put a cotton ball to hold his head up because he kept falling his chest, and then his ankles became very weak, and one of them just now flops back and forth. I've had a nightmare with mine.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Mine is great. Now, that head flap thing in the Siege version where this is on, just a flap with no tabbing,
Yeah.
That is a problem, and I mentioned that in my review of that toy. That is a problem, but luckily mine is the hinge where it's attached is pretty stiff right now. I'm not saying that could change, because it very well could. I probably jinxed it just by talking about it. But it's good. It's good. I dig it. I dig it a lot.
I think the Cyberverse version from the Bumblebee Adventures looks the best.
Oh yeah. And then there's this guy. I have never heard of this guy before. I think he's a new character.
That's not Double? No, that's what was his name? Is it?
I forget his name right now too, but he's at first I was like, okay, they're doing a rack and ruin. No. This is a Decepticon, and I have never heard of it. It's like double decker or something like that. What was his name? Double Crosser.
Okay,
yep, that's it. Double Crosser. That's who he is.
Double Cross.
Yeah, Double Crosser.
Double Crosser. Okay.
Yeah. Here's his shield mode, and this is his robot mode, and he's got 2 heads, 2 arms, 2 legs, a big old backside. Who doesn't love a big old backside? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I'll definitely get it. I like those things.
That
the camo megs fixed the head issue, so that must have been the what was the Pulse release of the Megatron of that same from the Siege line.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that looks cool. I can't believe that we're getting a Rack and Ruin figure for Cyber.
Oh, the Cyberverse Rack and Ruin. I love it. I want it so badly. But this guy, I don't know. I love this right here. I mean, he's got that brownish, crimson, translucent plastic going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I like with that dark colors right here, that dark gray. I hope it looks just like this, because right now it's just a 3D render from the looks of it. But I dig it. I like that right there. This robot mode will take a bit of getting used to. It looks like he does have a ball joint here and here, and here. So at least that will be. And it looks like the head is on some sort of joint as well. That doesn't look attached to the body. So those may rotate.
That'd be cool.
If I'm not mistaken. And it could be wrong too, but it sure looks like they are.
Now they can also plug into the other like city bots and stuff too, can't they?
Yes. Via these right here. These connection tabs allow them to connect like Scorponok or Omega Supreme, or other various Micromaster transports or bases, such as this guy right here. Mm-hmm. Be able to connect right there. And these very much almost remind me of the original Cyberverse movie line toys, with these type of connections that they have. So that's pretty awesome. I dig it.
I actually thought that was a Cyberverse. When I first saw that one there, just in that mode, I was like, oh, there's another Cyberverse called Bumblebee, and I didn't get the Bumblebee, but I got the Cheetor, and it has a ship that's like that is the armor that you put on top of the battle armor for Cheetor. And its ship looks just like that, except it just transforms into some big old arms and a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I was like, oh, wow, there's another one. But then I found out that that's his own figure. I was like, that's even better. I was like, who is that right there?
That's a good question. This is definitely a CG render, but I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Because that's nowhere else up here. I don't know what this is. Anybody? Because I see the wheels here for something. See the wheels here. Wait. Is that the one that comes with Scorponok? The new one that comes with Scorponok? Let's go see if I can find that post real quick.
Nikki found the Scorponok image that was released, and she was like, oh gosh, look at the Scorponok. And she says, I just don't understand. Why do they have so many Autobots on him? She says, Autobot. Why? Or I said, because they don't have enough Decepticons to put on him. She's like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Could it be this guy? I think it's this guy right here. Yeah, it was. I recognize this right here. So it was that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, yep, it was. It was connected to him somehow.
Have you seen all the? I heard a little bit, and I think you were saying something about the RC. What's up with some people hating on that RC?
You know, people just got nothing better to do. Look, I love this RC. I love the look of it. People are complaining because it's a parts warmer, that her feet aren't the right color. Well, technically speaking, they're right. In the movie, her feet were white. Her ankles here were a gray color, okay? They're right about that. There is some other various little subtle little color differences, like right here on her forearms. But, you know, otherwise, I think it's great. It looks great. Of course, everybody complains about backpacks because obviously everybody in the world who collects Transformers faces their figures backwards on a shelf. So when you walk in the room, you see only the backs of their figures because that's their fetish. They only display the figures from the back. That's why they complain about the backpacks so much. People walk in the room and all they see on these people's shelves from wall to wall, floor to ceiling is nothing but figures facing backwards because that's their livelihood. Obviously, otherwise they wouldn't complain about backpacks so much. But that's their fetish, you know, and everybody has their, you know, little things that gets them off. And clearly, you know, facing their figures backwards gets them off.
Nikki
I thought
said,
this was supposed to be rated PG.
PG? Ha!
But Nikki saw this and she was like, oh man, I like this because she likes the Generations RC. And that she has, and she's like, I really dig this. And she starts seeing, she's like, wait a second, this one looks better than the Masterpiece one. And
in some ways, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. And then you take the price point to it.
I like the head sculpt.
Oh, I do too. Nikki is like all over this. She's like, she is definitely coming home, and she says, I may get more than just one. Because I may even do, since we're now trying to do some customs, she's like, and I told Nikki, I said, I don't know why everybody's complaining because we're not getting that same mold that we got with Chromia, Moonracer, Nova, Storm, and you know.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Green Light, Nightbird. There was like, what, 7 of them?
Yes.
I don't get it. I am really enjoying this Scorponok. I probably won't see it myself, but I'm enjoying it.
Same here.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Nikki's so happy.
Who's a pretty bird? Who's a pretty bird? You're a pretty bird.
Nikki's like, my chicken is coming home. I was like, to roost. And that just, I mean.
Now, if you saw the Rejecticons, was it last night?
Yes.
Last night, they were talking about this too. Look at the sculpting detail right here. Look at that. And Kato's in the show, so he can tell us for sure. But
I think
they were looking at the same thing. And look at that head sculpt. Look at the sculpting here as compared to. It's just wow. I'm loving the detail here.
I think it was Sartor says, now that's a cat that'll attack you. It's not one that you can just walk up and pet. It's not a friendly looking cat. And I was like, absolutely.
Kitty Mew Mew, so cute. Quit biting me. Yeah, yes. Chip and Geek, welcome. Legs are a little skinny. Oh, sure, Drew. Like your legs are any better. I don't know. I've never seen him in person, so I have no idea.
Oh no,
he's a Brit. He's a Brit, so they've got to be pale white at least.
He does. It looks and then you know the combine mode. I'm gonna be honest. Nikki already said this. She's like, this comes in. She says I'll combine them once, but I'm gonna have them separate. She says they look so good, just in the 2 pieces. She's like, what's that?
Drew said my legs are well sexy. Well, good for you, mate. Good for you. But look at this. I mean, I'm digging this now. When the Rejecticons were talking about this, I was hoping they'd zoom in on these, but they do appear to have 5mm ports. You can either have it this way as a tower or as a as a looks like a blaster,
Mhm.
you know, right here, because they do have molded in details, and it does appear to have a 5mm port right there. I can't really zoom in. I tried, and it just makes the image smaller, not bigger. That's because of the way they have their image file set up, but within the HTML code or XML code, whatever they happen to be using. But anyway, point is that is a 5mm port. You could see it right there better.
Mhm.
That is a 5mm port, so it looks pretty good, and I dig it a lot. Somebody is trying to join in. Let's see. Oh, TFN boom, there you go.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello, TFN
Hello,
And
Ninja
but
Bill.
I did.
Okay.
You know, for a base mode, Skylinks has never really had base mode before, and I think this is pretty darn successful. What do you think, guys? Think?
Yes, absolutely. I think that I like that add-on. I like the fact that you'll be able to combine other things and attach other things to it if you want to. It just amplifies the playability, and I really.
Oh yeah.
I said Ed the other day that Skylinks' base mode, it looks like it could be retooled into the Defiant from G.I. Joe, the way it's shaped.
This right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can see that. I can see it. I mean, this is what we wanted when we got the Combiner Wars version. I had the Combiners Wars version. Thank you very much to Adamantium Matrix for shipping that to me. I love my Combiner Wars Skylinks, okay? But I really want this Commander class one because he looks so good. And I just hope it looks this good as it does in this CG rendering. I hope it really does. Because it looks really awesome. That looks like a 5mm port right there. So you got one right there. It's either a screw port or a 5mm port. So plenty of places to plug in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks awesome. I really think this toy looks cool, and I'm hoping everybody will enjoy it as much as I do. Look at those wings.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a fair bit of engineering right here. You know, just right here with those wings. Do those slide back? Wait a minute. Let me look. Yeah, that does. The whole wings slide back. Look at that. The whole thing slides backwards. You can see the rail where it slides on right there.
Mhm.
It just slides backwards. That's pretty cool.
And
Is
it's
that clear plastic?
Is that clear the blue wings, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It does kind of look translucent, though, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a better image, but of course, once again, this is a CG render, so your guess is as good as mine.
I hope Skylinks is showing off at Toy Fair tomorrow,
Oh yeah.
along with Snapdragon.
Mhm.
Let's see. Can I join you? Resend this. The fiance is asleep. Well, actually, I have the maximum amount of guests right now. Drew and Master Bar. Same thing. I have the maximum amount. No, somebody just dropped out, unfortunately. Oh, it was KK. Well, she didn't say much, but she's always welcome to the show. She's always welcome to the show. So go ahead, Drew. Since you asked first, you can join. It's unfortunate, KK. You were hopefully enjoying the show. I know it's not really your cup of tea, Transformers, but hey, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for joining us, and you're always welcome back. Yeah, I had assumed so. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. I dig everyone who does. Thank you guys so much. You have no idea what it means to me. But Drew, since you did ask first, you may join. I will provide a link here in a moment. There it is. It pops up. Boom, there it is. So, Drew, you are welcome to join in if you wish to join the discussion. Caden says, I don't understand anything, but that's okay. You're learning. There you go. Or you can, make it up as you go along. That's what everybody else is doing here. We all make it up as we go. We don't know anything, do we? None of us know anything.
I don't know a thing. I just smile.
We make it up as we go along.
Yeah, I don't know. What I don't know is why did Hasbro make Earthrise Megatron a retool of Siege Megatron?
Because they're lazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And welcome to the show.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, Drew. Well,
But I don't know. Now, I have been poring over these images of Scorponok. Tia Fan Geek, initial thoughts.
Scorponok is incredible, but some people are pointing out that his robot mode thighs, if you look closely, are almost the same size and shape as Siege Omega Supreme. So I'm wondering, is Scorponok going to be the same height as Omega Supreme, slightly smaller than Metroplex, Fort Max, and Trypticon, or is he going to be as tall as them, taller than Omega Supreme is?
To be honest, since I don't own Omega, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I've only got a Trypticon.
I have all the Titan Masters except for Metroplex. Yeah, Omega Supreme. Yeah, the top of Omega Supreme's wings come up to Fort Max's chin. So, if Scorponok is the same size as Omega Supreme, and if the head size is the same thing, then it might be a similar scenario to the Generation 1 action figures of Scorponok and Fortress Maximus, where Fort Max is taller than Scorponok.
Well, yeah, I was about to say the G1 figure, Fort Max overshadowed Scorponok toy easily. I mean, that
by quite a bit. By quite a bit.
Exactly. So if that's the situation here, hopefully, there's going to be those people who do nothing but complain about it, obviously. But I think that'll fit right in with the G1 toy.
Mm-hmm.
And in the cartoon, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we ever saw Fort Max battling Scorponok, at least in robot mode, did we?
Did you do it in the Rebirth? I swear in the Rebirth they have a bit of a
yeah,
tussle.
in the Rebirth, there's one scene where Scorponok and Fort Max both transform in robot mode, and Scorponok tries to grab Fort Max by the arm.
Yeah.
Fort Max
It's been a long time since I watched Rebirth.
sucker punches Scorponok, and Scorponok falls back so hard he transforms out of robot mode back into spaceship mode.
I only collect cons, so I don't really care about Autobots anyway, so it's fine.
I'm hoping that the claws are going to be ratcheted.
Oh yeah, you need some ratchets. Nothing worse than no ratchets.
And very good ones.
Well, I don't know. Let me get back to this image here. Can't really tell what's what here in this image.
That's because his feet.
Look, yeah.
At least the Scorpion head has sculpted eyes and teeth. If you look,
I know. I was going to say that. I'm so happy that Scorponok's actually got some eyes in his fucking Scorpion mode. So excuse the language.
Oh no, that's okay. I cuss and swear more often than I probably should.
It's 20-3 here.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I always forget you're over across the pond, and it's like early AM for you guys.
Yeah, it's 20-3 in the AM, and I've been drinking for like 6 hours. So
there you go.
I will.
Yeah, there you go. But I like his base mode too. I like the look of him. And again, this
the base mode
rendered.
is quite. I like how vibrant the base mode is. It's nice and bright.
Oh yeah.
I never bothered. I've got a G1 Scorponok. I never bothered transforming it into a base mode. It's sat in Scorpion or bot mode the whole time I've had it.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
But I'm digging. I'm sorry. Go ahead, HP.
I was just going to tell Drew, my wife would be very jealous of him. She loves Scorponoks. And
my fiance was down at the beach, down in South Kent, which is like the south of England, and there's a toy shop down there that does Transformers, and there was a fucking Scorponok there for like £40, which is what, $60?
$60. Wow.
I got to buy it for me, and it said it had a headmaster in it. I got it home, and it had a Skull Cruncher headmaster in it.
Oh,
it wasn't Lord Zarek.
So I've got 3 Skull Cruncher headmasters now. G1.
That's all right. I'm still trying to find 8-face. I have my G1 8-face, and my wife likes to give me a hard time. She says, "You mean 8 no-face?"
I've got a Snapdragon, but he's like being chewed by someone's dog or child, so he's 50-50.
Well, there you go. Snapdragon will be the final. I think TFN Geek. He's going to be the final headmaster, right?
Of the smaller sized ones, yes. It all depends. but it depends on if Snapdragon or whoever gets released first, Snapdragon or Scorponok, because they're the last two Decepticon headmasters that were featured in the Rebirth who are being given modern day action.
But then we can have Brain Masters. Then we can have Starsaber and all the crappy little cars that turn into Brain Masters.
Oh, the headmaster.
I don't know. The Headmaster Juniors, Cab, Minerva, and
My mate's making all the Headmasters, the Headmaster Juniors out of Chug stuff. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would like to have a new. You know what? I would like to have a new Minerva, if only for one reason.
Yeah, the fans toys Minervas looks really good actually.
And I guess, but we need a new Nightbeat, and the only reason we would get a new Nightbeat.
No Nightbeat. We need Minerva. Minerva beats Nightbeat. Screw you.
Well, I agree. But the only reason we would get a Nightbeat, which I do want, a Nightbeat and a Minerva, is if we got a Minerva first, or vice versa. If we got a Nightbeat, we could possibly get a Minerva out of that.
Yeah, but if we have a Minerva, we're going to get back into the Twitter debate about that bloody Windblade. We're going to have a Minerva version instead, and I don't want that. Anywho.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Personally, I'd want new figures of the Battle Stars to be released. Because,
I just bought a Star Convoy.
Yeah. The Generation 6 version. Or the G1
Star
version.
Convoy, Death Gab. We need a Chug Grandus. That's a big bastard Titan class Grandus.
Yeah. And a Commander class figure of Sky Gary.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh, now you want it?
I want it. I've got a Death Gary. I got a Death Gary gun from Korea.
Really?
Oh, I love Death Gary gun.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Jealousy
it's like 50 quid.
It's
like 50 quid.
So my question is, will the version of Lord Zarek that was released in the Titans Return line be compatible with Earthrise Scorponok?
Oh, okay. Weird thing. I've got a Toy World, the Toy World third party Skull Cruncher, and you can fit the G1 Skull Cruncher Headmaster, whatever his name is, into his Headmaster port. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, Krunk. You can fit Krunk into the Toy World third party Skull Cruncher. It's bloody amazing. Looks so much better.
So yeah, guys, this is the.
I do actually hope that does, because I mean I got 8-face, and then you get the Titans, the small little 8-face. That Headmaster actually.
Monzo.
Yeah,
it looks so much better if you go for the Titan Returns version.
Yeah.
Anyway, taking this off topic. Sorry.
I got the names of the headmasters mixed up too. Krunk is Snapdragon's partner.
Shit.
Krunker's partner is Grax.
That's the one. I got 3 of those.
It's Mindwipe with Vorath, Skullcruncher with Grax, Weird Wolf with Monzo, Snapdragon with Krunk, and 8-face with Spasma.
My Monzo's only got 1 arm.
I do have a Monzo, but I think he's missing a few pieces. Actually, come to think about it.
My Titans return.
I traded my Monzo. I got a Monzo for trading a RID hero version of Prime. Not RID, fuck G2 Hero Prime. Good trade.
Yeah. My Titans return Brainstorm, the version of Arcana that forms the head. It has two left arms.
Bloody Hasbro.
Manufacturing error. Got 2 copies of the exact same arm both shoulders. So one arm can rotate forward and the other one is permanently stuck.
My only Hasbro problem has been with my Titans Returns Triple Changer Prime. No, Power the Primes. It came with 2 right arms, so one arm doesn't bloody fold enough. So I had to trim off so much with a fucking scalpel. The worst experience I ever had, the 30th anniversary IDW deluxe class version of Bumblebee that was released way back in 2013. First copy I found at my local Kmart before it went out of business. It had 2 left side shoulders on the arms, so the right arm, if I rotated it upside down, then it sat perfectly to the side of the torso. And when I transformed it into the car, I actually had to detach the arm off the shoulder to get him to transform into the car. And since the shoulder joints were mirror images,
I had no choice but to just go out and buy a second copy and get rid of that one.
I don't have that option in the UK. You can't find Transformers to save your life in London.
Fuck, I'm right there with you, man. I'm not in London, but I'm here to tell you what.
You're in the arse end of America.
I've still got Wave 1 and 2 Siege figures and Wave 1 and 2 Studio Series on my store shelves.
Hey,
I kid you not.
Okay, I'm going to point. Where's my? Okay, I'm still finding. Was it Last Night figures are still turning up in the UK?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
we
It's just Hasbro distribution and the retailer ordering. You see, there's a lot of blame to go around for distribution problems. What you got there, TFNG?
The same thing I was showing up before the Titans Return, Lord Zarek. This version, the Scorponok head sculpt, it's made out of die-cast metal, so that's why it was sold as an exclusive.
Oh, the Hasbro Online version.
Yeah, the one that was sold with Monster Bot Grotesque.
Yeah, it was nice, but the details were a bit fudged by all that die-cast.
Yeah, it's really hard to paint on the surface of die-cast metal, so that's why it comes off.
Didn't used to be. It's left art. Didn't used to be.
Actually, painting metal is easier than plastic.
Yeah, I mean, just talk to Games Workshop and Warhammer. They painted metal just fine. Bloody Hasbro.
I was going to say, now Drew is a customizer like a lot of us.
Britain's been doing Warhammer figures for decades. We know since the 80s. We painted bare metal. So
I really hope I don't jinx it with what I'm about to say, but in the back of my mind, my brain is telling me that Scorponok is going to be one of the Earthrise figures that has the new price hike. I think he's going to be selling for $170 instead of the $160 Omega Supreme was going for. So because of that,
the thing you Americans don't understand is your $160, $70 is $160, £70. So there's like we're getting a £40 price hike on whatever you guys get default.
Well, I think Scorponok is going to be $180.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is, what I am doing is, even if Scorponok doesn't go through a price hike, what I'm doing is I'm saving $50 each month. I'm setting it aside so that way, when Scorponok is released, I'll have enough money to get him. And if Skylynx is released at roughly the same time, I'll have enough money to get him as well.
No, I'm getting I'm getting an Encore Skylynx. I'd rather have it walking around.
Does Skylynx have a motorized gimmick, the G1 version?
Yes.
I've got a motorized Megatron. I've got a motor, which is the converter's version of the Mega Supreme. I've got a motorized reissue Tripticon. I need motorized. I'm not having anything not walking. It's not right.
Yeah, Omega was motorized. So was Skylynx. So was it was quite. Star Convoy. He was motorized.
I just got a reissue Star Convoy. Drives around like.
Oh, that's right. I saw those images you shared. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
I bought my brother one years back, about 4 years ago for Christmas, and I wish I'd bought one because it was £60 from Korea. It was $80 from Korea like 4 years ago. Such a good toy.
Oh yeah. See, and I'm disappointed in the Power of the Primes release. Now look, I don't own that Powers of the Prime Optimus. I never found it to buy it. It's one of the few.
I got the Nemesis of Amazon.
It's one of the few Prime toys I am missing, but I was disappointed in that Star Convoy version because it doesn't really do the G1 Star Convoy justice, in my opinion.
It's not chunky enough.
No.
Yeah.
I've got the Nemesis version, which I love, but you can't make that into Star Convoy. Star Convoy is just a big, chunky, Brave series. Yusha the Brave, stupid brick of a figure. I love a brick. Mm-hmm. It's just not right. The legs are too skinny. Can't deal with it.
And that's why I say we need a new Star Convoy, but along with Star Convoy, we also need new figures of the other battle stars, Grandis and Sky Gary.
Grandis is a massive long shot. I mean, right now, I'll be happy with Star Saber.
Mhm.
I know someone was putting like a whole. They're trying to do like a whole thing about getting a Star Convoy Star Saber remolded from Jetfire, but it wouldn't work. But I'd love a big, massive size Star Saber done properly. It'd be nice, and then maybe we get a Star Convoy and a Grandus.
Well, you got the MP Star Saber.
You could probably remold a Sky Gary out of that shuttle one from the previous series.
Well, you do have MP Star Saber, and he's pretty good size.
I could have got one recently for £60. It was such a nice figure, but I lost out.
Oh man,
So
I never picked it up either. But yep, it's a nice figure. I've seen a great many people review the MP Star Saber. Now I wonder if I never understood why the next release wasn't a Victory Leo.
Oh, I know. You have to wait for a third party came along and filled in the Victory Leo. It was like, why didn't you release a Victory Leo? It'd be the easiest 2-pack. You got a Masterpiece Star Saber, Masterpiece Victory Leo, and then you do a 2-pack and charge more for it and add some extra bits into it. Easy money, Takara. Easy money.
So Drew, that's something I've been pointing out with Transformers fans. Could the next Titan class figure after Scorponok be Victory Saber? They do 2 Commander class sized figures of Star Saber and Victory Leo and sell them in a 2-pack at the Titan class price tag.
But the problem with that is even if you add the Titan class into it, Victory Leo with Star Saber's little booties is still going to be shorter than your standard Titan class. So you're going to piss off all the hardcore kind of it's not big enough Titan fans who get all arsy about height.
Well, they could technically but they could technically make Victory Saber the same height as Combiner Wars Devastator and Predaking, and they're only 2/3 the height of Fort Max, Trypticon, and Metroplex.
I mean, if you're talking about Victory Leo's legs being about 3-4 inches thick, it'd probably be I'm trying to think. It'd probably still be a little shorter than Predaking. It'd probably be more. Actually, I don't have it'd probably still be a little shorter than Predaking. But if you added some accessories, added some maybe. I mean, if they went back to adding electronics and things like that, maybe, but it's still going to be shorter, and that might really piss off some of the hardcore kind of height versus money fans. But we have to see. But yeah, I agree.
Pac says booty sounds cooler when you say it. So say booties a few more times. That way he gets his chub on, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, Pac.
Chub on.
Hello, Crimson Raptors.
Wow.
What's
hey,
up,
Crimson
guys?
Raptors,
What's going
welcome.
on?
I saw input. Welcome, by the way. I saw input. You joined the stream. Welcome. So we started out by looking. Oh,
yeah, I was going to say, hey, Absolus, is that a reference to the 08th MS team name for one of the mobile armors?
Ooh, that is it. You know, I didn't even notice it, but now that you said that Absolus, yeah, Gundam reference. Holy crap!
Yep.
I didn't even get that.
Yep, the Absolus.
Input. If that's what you're doing, we don't need to know about it.
Yeah, input.
What
Really.
you doing?
You keep.
Is he getting his chub on?
He says.
What did he say?
He said, input says, I'm coming.
Yep, he's.
I don't get it.
Good, my man. We're good.
We're good.
What's funny about him saying I'm coming?
Okay, so TFN Geek, you got to switch out the O with a U, and that's what he's saying.
Wait a minute. Are you saying coming? I do know what that means. Jeez.
Welcome to the live stream, TFN Geek.
Wait, what did you say, NinjaBill?
I said, welcome to the live stream.
Oh!
There's mayonnaise everywhere on my Transformer.
Where'd you go, Absolus? Where'd you go?
Oh.
They were making
I don't
fun
know.
of you? What?
Yes.
Hey, David Hill, welcome.
Guys,
so
how
cooming.
could
Oh,
you
I'm
make the
cooming.
word coming out like that? Oh wait, let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. I said
So-
coming out. Let me rephrase that, please. I'm sorry.
Okay, so for the record, let the record show that I did not make this stream go downhill. Input did.
No. F you, brother. No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was NinjaBill. All like, well, we don't need to know what you're currently doing.
No, I didn't say that.
I said that.
Or ACP. I'm sorry. But like, it is what it is.
There you go, Ninja.
Guys, have we gone down river?
Yes. Our teacher for life, Nikki, welcome.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Your husband is dragging the show down, Nikki. He's dragging it down.
Yeah.
No.
Hi, Nikki.
So.
Oh, is a Ninja niece there?
Oh yeah, Nikki's in the chat. Oh.
Yeah, Nikki's in the chat.
I was like looking out. Saying, did y'all see her when I don't see her? I'm like, damn.
Your wife being more ninja than you are.
Hey, she is at Walmart.
I originally started the stream. I was looking at the latest releases, as you guys all saw. It was awesome stuff. And I was talking about, because Flat Top, one of them, I believe they called him Airwave. It's a Decepticon.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
remember in the live stream I said, well, maybe Crimson, you weren't there. I think Input was. No, Input wasn't there. Well,
Yeah,
yes, he was.
Skyhopper or yeah, one of those.
I was talking about the next release, and I said one of them could be Flat Top. Well, we're getting Flat Top in a sort of way, wrong colors. Flat Top
Yes.
originally was a gray and purple, and this one is sort of a blue and white, but it looks pretty good. Let's see if I can get that back on screen here.
Yeah, because I think he was an F4 Phantom, like one of the Vietnam planes or Vietnam jets, I mean, and had like 2 little fuel tanks underneath them. I think what Flat Top was.
See if I can pull that image back up here, because Flat Top was a gray and purple. He had a jet mode, and he of course had his aircraft carrier mode going on. Wow, these actually look pretty good. Who is this chump right here? I don't know who he is, but he's got that whole Clint Eastwood look going on with him.
I saw people say Clint Eastwood, but he really looks more like Walker Texas Ranger. But he does have a bandolier, and Clint Eastwood is known for a bandolier, but usually has a poncho.
There you go.
I bet you it'll be a third-party add-on for poncho.
He looks like John Wayne with a mustache and with facial hair to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm digging this whole leg thing, but maybe it's just because of the CG render is the way it is. I don't know. Still, it looks pretty cool.
They're trying to get that Chuck Norris money. That's what they're trying to do now.
Hey, there you go. It's like a couple of 5mm ports here. I kind of like this whole mode. I do.
I like the vehicle mode for sure.
Oh yeah. I let it know.
And that Cyberverse RC. So I love Generations RC. The Earthrise one looks pretty good, but the Cyberverse one I almost want to get just for the blast effects that come with her.
I know. I want them both. Awesome. I like her. I was like,
yeah.
Check out the Galvatron head for the armor. Check that out.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah. Is this the
Cyberverse?
Yeah, but is it the battle spark armor, or is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the new one, the Bumblebee, whatever it is. Now, I'm not sure it's light up chest. I think there will be a hole in there, so it sort of gives the effect of a light up chest, is what I'm thinking it is.
Like a light piping chest?
Yeah. Light piping chest. There you go.
Because
I'm calling that from now on.
I had the brunt, and it has that spark armor that comes out of her back, and it doesn't take away from the transformation, and it kind of looks the same way as those. That's what I was wondering, if it's going to be like a flip action, or it's going to be just something you add on like you did the spark armor for Prowl and Shockwave and Ratchet. I do.
Looks like we got somebody else wanting to join us. Drew, he is back.
I do like that Starscream's alt mode. Have y'all? Do they have an image of it here?
Yeah. Yes, they do. Let's see.
It looks like the ship from Gradius, man, and I love Gradius. So
it is a bit Gradius. I'm a fan.
Starscream.
Yeah.
I don't know what Gradius is.
Absolutely.
It's a video game.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to play Gradius still.
I love that. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't much care for this. I mean, it looks for the alt mode. I can see where it belongs, but I'm not a big fan of whips. Okay.
What, you don't want some Castlevania whip action with some claws on the end?
There you go. And what? This almost has a Scourge-like feel to it.
No, there's no mustache on him. How's it Scourge?
Not Scourge, but a Cyclonus. I'm sorry, my bad. Cyclonus
Facial hair.
almost has a.
His Decepticon symbols are not upside down.
So?
Oh, and the wings?
Yeah.
No big deal.
Cyclonuses aren't upside down, are they?
What's that now?
I've got a G1 Cyclonus on me.
No, I don't believe it.
I don't think those Decepticon symbols. Well, they might be.
A lot of
Let's
people
go find out.
A lot of people were complaining about the Earthrise.
Well, I know they were complaining about it on Starscream, the Earthrise one, but because that is cartoon accurate to be upside down.
It is.
But for the other one, I don't know.
For the Siege one, I honestly, I don't think it much matters unless it matters to you. Then, of course, but I like this alt mode for Megatron. I like it. I wish there was something more here because this whole.
Have you seen they've like remolded the Warrior Megatron? They've given him 2 cannons for no reason and released the same figure again.
That works for me.
I'm all for double of anything, but yeah, the Warrior Megatron is a bit weak. Though I do like it. I've repainted mine.
Oh yeah, I think I showed the images off of that too.
Ages ago.
Yeah. Now this guy is a new character, and I'm digging him. Look at him.
Yeah.
That's mine. No, I've lost him.
This alt mode is kind of blocky, but
terrible. Terrible.
What's
Come on.
his name?
Really, look at any of the Technobots alt modes and tell me how great they were in G1.
I don't do Autobots.
I mean, look, NinjaBill, I love G1 scatter shot, so I'll stick up for G1 scatter shot any day of the week, but
no.
Everybody else I really can't.
Sea spray, David held the colors, yes. Sea spray colors, yes.
I'd be all about Afterburner. Afterburner was one of my favorite toys.
Black bag, no thank you.
I just dig this guy.
Perfection.
I dig it. I don't know.
Perfection.
I dig it. I love this whole Clint Eastwood deal going on here,
Yeah, but have you seen the CGI for the Cyberverse artwork? It's like he's got like a poncho and everything. It's not right. It's so much better than this.
I'm still down with it.
ACP.
Yes.
ACP. I finally found a screenshot of all the screenshots of Starscream on Cyberverse. You can't see the Decepticon symbols behind him because his shoulders are so pumped up. But the little legends, like the Cyberverse Scout class Starscream, does have Starscreams or Decepticon emblems that are upright because of the way that his wings work. They flip upward. Because when he's in jet mode, they're the opposite direction. But in Generation 1, they're flying the correct way, and that's how they end up upside down in that cartoon. So the Earthrise one is correct, and the Cyberverse one is correct. They're just different in continuity.
Thank you. That's interesting.
Are you going to pick up this Prime ACP?
Yeah.
Yes, I will pick up that Prime.
Oh, so you picked this one up with the 2-foot vinyl statue.
It's 67, man.
Really? You picked this up, but the 2-foot G1 vinyl statue. Nope, don't want it. No.
Wait,
No.
Ninja, have you not handled a 2-foot vinyl figure? It's like, it's godly.
Exactly. The ACP says he doesn't want it, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Nicky,
I've only got
a
a foot and a half Mechagodzilla, and it's fucking it's so good.
NinjaBill, look, it's okay if we're wrong sometimes, okay? And this is the one time that ACP is allowed to be wrong, so let him have it.
I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him, but I'm happy he's wrong sometimes. It's good.
The action figure I have is a 12-inch Darth Vader from I think 1995 or 1996.
They didn't do a 12-inch Darth Vader in 1996.
Well, it could have been older than that. It could have been in the 80s, but I know it's old because I've had it since I was a little kid.
How old are you?
29.
You're young. I'm 32.
By like 3 years.
Only
It's a
32.
lifetime. It's a lifetime.
Only 32. What's that feel like? To be only
Also,
32.
I feel like you'd be like the toddler or whatever, and be like, "That's a baby. I don't want to play with a baby," and then walk away. Be like, "You're only 3, dude."
I work with toddlers. Fine.
Oh yeah, I saw these images yesterday too for the new Lio convoy.
It's weird how they've done the in bot mode. It's got like a mechanical lion face, but then in lion mode, it's got an anime lion face. But
I think that's clever.
Yeah,
I think that's clever.
it's
Very
interesting. But it's just like I don't want to. I've looked at the original. I'll say G1 Leo convoy, and I don't want it because it looks shit. And I saw my mammoth grand, or was it big convoy? I saw my big convoy.
Yeah, big convoy.
But I have
Big
but I have a
convoy.
Galvatron, and I've got a Magmatron, and I've got a is it Galvatron? He's called some. I've got the Korean version of the Galvatron, which is like the dragon with the drill tank, and it's the
Yep.
knee gun miniguns.
Yeah.
It's fucking epic. I love knee gun miniguns. It's the best thing ever. But Leo convoy, no, thank you.
Well,
My wife saw this. She saw one of the input was showing the images, and this is where she came to me. She says, "I want this guy." I said, "That's Lion Convoy from Beast Wars," and she was like,
Beast Wars 2.
"Yeah." And
Yep.
Beast Wars is second.
she was like, "I want that guy." He,
But it's all full of. But the Japanese treat Beast Wars like as a joke, and it's all full. Everyone's got vocal quirks, and I can't deal with it.
Okay. So when they redubbed the
Vocal
original
tics, sorry.
Beast Wars, the CGI, yes, but not in Beast Wars the second and Beast Wars Neo.
I thought they had the vocal tics in that as well.
No, but the only thing in Beast Wars second they did the Tripredacus guys, like that were
Oh, I got them.
Predacons here. They
Yeah,
made
so
them.
the Spanish
Yeah, they made
pirates,
them
I think
Maximals,
they
but
did-
they made them Mexican.
I got
Yeah, they made them
I
Spanish
went to a
pirates.
Japanese second-hand store
Right.
in Niigata, and I got Tripredacus Agent for 1,500 yen, which was like 15 pounds or $20. I was so happy.
Oh, yeah,
Sitting
I
on
would
my
be-
So has anybody been able to find a good picture of the robot mode lion face? Because they're saying there's 2 faces.
Yeah, they've
there's-
been like good
there's a
pictures for
face.
ages.
Yeah, there's a face.
I don't see it here.
No, if you go to
I don't see
when
it there
they-
either, NinjaBill.
Oh,
you
like
go
weeks
to-
ago, months ago, they put the
Wait,
pictures
wait,
up.
wait. Let input
Input's got
see.
yeah, input's got it.
Pictures, wait.
If you go to when they first revealed the figure, you could
Yeah,
see
like
both
6 months, like
faces.
5 months ago.
And or when they showed the painted prototype and all that stuff, you could see the painted. You could see both lion faces. And what they originally did for this one, for what is it, Wonderfest, when they revealed it at Wonderfest here?
Yep.
They were able to show you the mechanics of it. They let people get pictures like super close on the shoulder, on the lion's shoulder and stuff, to show the mechanics and how it works and how the face changes. So it's going to be 2 faces,
Right.
but it's going to be able to switch between the 2, like some kind of mechanic or whatever. It's
Oh,
gonna be
right here. Yeah, you can see it here.
It's going to flip. Okay.
Oh.
Because Nikki was like, "I've never seen it," and she's like, "I want it, and I want to watch the cartoon that goes with it."
Oh, the cartoon is excellent.
I know. I watched it. I was surprised.
Beast Wars second,
I'll send
Beast
you
Wars
a-
Neo are right.
I've only seen the
I'll
highlights.
send you a
of it.
link, ACP, with where you can watch it with subtitles.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
she saw this on the input. And she's like, "Oh my god, I want this, and I want to see the cartoon." She was asking all these questions this morning when I got up, and she was like, "Da, da, da, da." I was like, whoa, son, I hadn't even had a cup of coffee yet." So,
Well, and the thing is, with the show, the anime Beast Wars Second is on YouTube subtitled, and so is Beast Wars Neo. And if you guys want to check it out, it's really, really well done, to be honest. And Nikki, I think, will honestly fall in love with Lio Convoy. Just need
Well, I
to
said
correct.
Lio Convoy.
I just need to correct you guys. It's Lio Convoy.
Lio
But,
That's what I said
Convoy.
first time.
Lio
Who
Zach.
said Leo?
There's a little. I'm not gonna point fingers, but there's a few people saying Leo Crimson.
It's definitely Lio Convoy. It's definitely Lio Kaiser, and then there's Leo Zach, and Leo
Lio
Prime is the
Lio
U.S.
Convoy.
version of him here.
Yeah, and he's called Leo Prime here in the States, and the way to remember the name is like, how do you say lion? Lion, right? So anyway, that's
Lion.
well, it's shut up, NinjaBill. You know what I'm talking. You know what I mean.
L-I-O.
Hey,
Lio.
I'm the only one allowed to be an ass. Okay, let me.
You have not met me enough.
right.
You youngins. Oh, you youngins surprise me. Only 32. That cracks me up still. Only 32. Yeah, when you reach 50, let me know. When any of you reach 50, I've been your age. You ain't never been mine.
I have no idea how old you are.
I'm 50.
Really?
Yes.
How do you put up with some of the dicks who try and
Pack says if TF Fangeek is 29, then he's 12.
Who's 12? Who's 12?
Oh.
I just celebrated my birthday this
I
past
totally
weekend.
agree. I agree that Pack is 12.
Pack 12.
Pack in chat says input. Some of us can give you lessons on being an ass.
Oh no, you do not know me well enough to know how much of an ass I can be.
There you go.
At
At any rate, this looks pretty good. At any rate, I think this looks like a good figure. Overall, it looks good.
I want it so bad, but it's just...
I've heard people complain about the packaging, the plastic shell here, and I'm just like, really?
What?
How nitpicky can people get? Well, what it is these are the same people who buy the third-party products, and get all the styrofoam or the foam, inserts for their toys and whatnot, and they're not unhappy.
I just got a Wei Zhang detective hound from the Age of Extinction. It was this in a full styrofoam coffin, and it was good.
Oh yeah. Packaging for me is okay. Here it is with packaging. I love the G1 boxes. I keep them. That's awesome. All right. Anything else? If there's good artwork, I might cut off the artwork. The rest of it, you know what? Gone. Trash. Boom. Once they stopped putting the bios on the packaging, I was less interested in it. That's just me, though.
Oh, I picked up like what the God Jinrai Takara Mall exclusive, and I kept the box, but the box is so flimsy, and the plastic inside is so flimsy. I kept it anyway because it's me, but oh God, was it bad?
See, my whole thing with packaging is I don't understand this. The bitching about packaging seems to me it's one of those things that just kind of people are complaining to complain about stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then now they've targeted the packaging. My thing is, look, anything that I put back into the box that doesn't go onto the shelf doesn't get reviewed. It doesn't get bitched about. Anything else, right? It's that simple. Look, Prime, or Lio Convoy, he comes with that plastic shell. Okay, well, when you start displaying your plastic shells, then you got a reason to bitch about it. Until then, you ain't got shit to say.
Right.
See, this is the whole thing with backpacks and me. Everybody has heard me talk about it. Look, do I walk into a room and just see somebody displaying all their figures backwards on a shelf? I mean, is that their fetish? I mean, hey, look at my collection. Now,
I'm thinking about doing that.
When you look at my collection, you have to face the other way. You can't actually look at my collection. When you walk in the room, you have to walk in backwards because that's my fetish. I only want to see your back. And every figure on the shelf will be backwards as you are backwards walking into the room. That's their life. That's their life.
I'm going to rearrange my Transformers right now. I'm going to do a whole thing where I have them all facing backwards where you can see their backs.
Yeah, I love when like Emgo does that shit.
We got Baby's Got Back is what it's going to be called.
Yeah, if I'm spending like 50 quid on a figure, I might keep the box. If it's a third party, I might keep the box. But if it's like anything Siege, I've been the box. I think I've been my Jetfire box. I've keep Masterpiece boxes, but when I move, I'm going to bin them. It's just like accessory storage, nothing more. But yeah, most stuff is on the shelf. I've been the boxes. I've been the packaging. I can't be arsed. I got no space. I live in a studio flat. My flat is the size of is tiny, and I've got a fiance in here as well. I can't fit her and her shit and my shit and boxes in the same flat. Well,
Maybe you should
Well,
get
you
an
gotta be
out.
careful when you say you can't fit her if she hears that.
no, she's asleep. She's asleep. She's fine.
Smart man.
Uh,
See, the reason I'm not talking so much is that my wife's actually in comments right now, so I I got to tone it down. No, I'm picking, but yeah, that's a smart.
yeah.
man.
And the other thing, Ninja Bill, my thing with since we're on the topic of backpacks, real quick, I want to say something about MP44's backpack, right? That I don't understand people complaining about his backpack. It's got a speaker, it's got wires, it's got the sound, the circuit board to make all the electronics work and everything. And people are all like, "Oh my god, look at this backpack! Why couldn't it fold up? Magic Squares looks better, but Magic Squares doesn't talk."
yeah, but you don't need to talk. Why do you want it to talk with Japanese voice cast until you push the button 3 times to get fucking Peter Cullen? Because he's God's gift to fucking voice actors. I mean, fucking Frank Welker and Frank Oz. Fuck Peter Cullen.
But
But Peter Cullen is the only one that can moist.
Yeah, but the sexy voice guy of with it video game trailer thing on YouTube can do Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen is not unique.
Hey, Peter Cullen was in Megas XLR, so hey.
He was also in Knight Rider.
I only watch dub stuff. I don't give a shit about dub and Knight Rider.
Entertained children by being in Winnie the Pooh back in the 90s.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh sucked.
What?
Winnie the Pooh is English.
Man, Asshole's just trying to trigger everybody. He didn't even have to reload.
Sterling in a big ass honey pot.
Don't get my British shit up right now because I'm not in the mood. It's like
Why do you guys have to blow
it's
crap
20
out of
past 3
things,
p.m.
crap out of your butts and crap out of your mouth?
Hey, NinjaBill, if you go to the thechosenprime.com, like thechosenprime.com, and you look up Lyle Convoy, you can find the picture of the mechanical head and you can zoom in on it.
Let's see here. What was it?
Thechosenprime.com.
And thank you for sending me that link. Appreciate that.
No
Let's
problem,
see
man.
here.
No problem. It's got
And what
Beast
am I
Wars
looking-
Second and Beast Wars Neo on a fan dub as well. Man, that mechanical head, I would just want to have that as my normal lion head.
no, man, no way, dude. You got to have the whole man.
We all want the normal life.
I just triggered input.
No, man, no. It's like,
Well, here's the deal, right? Like, I was listening to the
No, there is no
Shattercast
deal.
Uncut.
There is no deal. Here's the deal.
So I was listening to Shattercast Uncut, and they're on Facebook, and they have, they're into all kinds of different groups and stuff, and people are complaining about the lion head because it's like
Okay,
they
where am I
wasted
going?
thechosenprime.com, and then just
Okay,
type in
I'm
Lyle
here.
Convoy.
Search
Yeah, Lyle
Leo
Convoy.
Convoy.
No, Lyle Convoy.
Leo Convoy.
Leo Convoy is going to get porn, Ninja Bill. You don't want to broadcast that.
You guys
L-E-O,
need to
right?
stop blowing yourselves with these with this
That's
crap
spelled
in
L-E-O,
conversation.
right? Leo Convoy?
Leo Convoy. Let move.
but they were talking about how people were complaining about they spent all this time engineering, all this effort, and it's this much, and you get this cartoony face. And so they said that the cartoony face is like, is that what people really want? Is
the Japanese
that what the animators had to work with? Well, that's what the Japanese want because that's what was on screen. The same way why we want the Beast Wars figures because that's what was on screen. But they said that okay, if Beast Wars the Second was CGI animated, it wouldn't look cartoony like that. So why not use a regular lion's head that would look fierce like that mechanical head, but make it smoother so it looks like so. But the problem is that people love cartoon accurate. They love what comes off the screen, or they like what the toy was, right? Mm-hmm. And the toy had the cartoon head to a degree, but it also had more lion-like features to it as well. So I think the common ground they have is the swappable face, but I almost feel like if it's all internal and it's not it's like a flip chain thing, it's not a swappable face, I could totally see somebody doing an add-on for Masterpiece to make that toy or that lion beast head.
Hold on.
So
Now let me sum this up real quick for those of you guys in chat. What
Yeah,
Crimson
thank
Raptor
you.
said. There are people out there who are "Wah! Wah! That sounds like it sums it up pretty well. So
Damn SJWs.
Okay, guys. How many of you are going to buy Leo Convoy?
I am.
I will.
I've
I
got it
will.
on.
My wife already said, she's like, absolutely. She's like, she saw it. She's like, I have to have that. I was
Well,
like, it's gonna
No
be
Masterpiece for me.
Fuck you all, you bastards. You should buy Big Convoy. He's fucking better.
Actually, hold on. I've got every version of that mold. So, Mr. British dude on the bottom of the screen underneath me, you don't know me. So, I've got all versions of that
That
mold.
came out wrong.
So, I will reiterate what he said. If you don't have Big Convoy, you should buy the Big Convoy instead of Lio Convoy. But if you don't have Big Convoy,
I sold my fucking Big Convoy because I didn't fucking want it.
well, I feel sorry
what's
for
wrong
you.
with you? Oh, I feel sorry
Yeah,
for you
but
too. Big convoy.
I've got Galvatron or whatever the fuck he's called from Beast Wars, and I got Magmatron, and I'm fucking happy. So there we go.
Yeah, he's called Galvatron. You're getting that right. Yeah.
Yeah. You still got to work on that. You still got to work on that Lio Convoy.
He's got some other weird name because he's like the Korean version.
And
No,
in this
I think
corner,
I think I actually prefer the animated look to this guy. This is, I'm not digging it. I think I prefer this.
Well, hold on. If you go back real quick, Ninja Bill,
You
go back
prefer
to
the
that
mechanical head, Ninja Bill?
one, go back to the
Go
back to that one picture. Hold on.
Look how goofy it looks, though, man. He looks like a happy lion.
It doesn't look goofy. It looks tune accurate. And all you fuckers out there who want tune accuracy, this is what you get. You guys ain't got no reason to bitch. Okay, look, hold on, real quick. If you go back,
breathe.
If you go back to that picture, Ninja Bill, real quick. The one where he's
this
on the shoulder.
Help him out in the end. He was too weak.
Okay.
We're hanging out with you too long.
All right.
All right.
So this right here, this is mid transformation. So right when you watch him transform in the anime, that the way it's spread out like that and everything is right before the arms fully lock into place and he stands straight up. So
Yay.
that's supposed to represent his mid transformation. And you know what, dude? Don't make me come over there and throw your tea in a harbor.
I don't drink tea. I drink coffee. I drink whiskey. Come on over. I'm all waiting.
You can have a party over.
Yeah.
Tea party we're going now. It's like,
Don't make me swim. Don't make me swim over there.
You got too far. You're too far. It's a long way to go. I'll wait for you.
It's just a pond.
Come on.
it's just,
Right? It's just a pond, right?
Look, I've been drinking for 6 hours. I'm still standing. Come on.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is all I got to do when I get over there is just push you over. So,
Hey, I've got stamina, and I'm like a tree stump.
There you go. Input fighting around the world.
that's all right. That's what we Americans do. So it's okay.
Yeah, you have to come over. You fucking everyone else. I know.
I got
So I'm totally getting it. But how much? I mean, this is on the Chosen Prime. Is there a cheaper place to get him? I heard he was cheaper.
Get him off Kapow or TF Safari or Amazon or eBay or evil Chinese coronavirus pages.
you would
Welcome, Mr. V Games and Toys.
Just don't lick your Transformers and you'll be fine.
Wait,
you
we
just
can't
go
look
lick
at
your Transformers and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
If you don't lick your
Have you
Transformers,
seen that
won't
wind
have
blade?
coronavirus.
Trust me. If you've seen that wind blade that they have, yeah.
Do not lick that Windblade figure. You will
I want to lick it. I'll lick it. I'll lick that Windblade figure.
Right in the boot.
Hey, you know what? When I get that model kit, I'm going to do a Jobby the Hung style review for that freaking.
Oh,
You totally should.
What are you going to build it and then you're going to shit it out like Joby the Hong does?
Exactly. And then I'm gonna
You've
lick
gotta
it,
build-
and then I'm gonna smack it, and then
No. You've got to swallow all the parts separately, and then you've got to assemble it within your internal organs and shit it out. That's the Joby the Hong.
that doesn't sound
Joby the
difficult at
Hong.
all. That
Come
doesn't
on.
sound hard at all. I got that.
I'll go for it. I would film that.
Well, the thing is, you don't have to. I'm gonna
I
film
will.
it.
I'll come over to America and I'll film that. If you do that, I'll do it.
I'm gonna zoom in.
Joby
That'd
the
be-
Hong's a master at baiting people into watching his videos. He's a master.
Oh, yeah.
baiter.
See, that perfect effect one, I think looks like shit.
Which one?
The perfect
This
effect
one right
Lio
here.
convoy.
I don't care. I've not seen it.
In comparison, absolutely.
Yeah,
Isn't that just a remold? Isn't that just a remold of their one from ages ago?
yeah. That's the Black Lio convoy.
Oh, that thing's a floppy,
Yeah.
crappy mess from like 10 years ago. Why would you compare that?
Because that's the only other comparison we have in a masterpiece, Carol.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck Masterpiece. Just buy the G1.
Exactly.
I would love to see that Lio convoy get redone as Galva Lio convoy, the purple one, the purple figure.
That was wasn't that Evangelion version?
Or what about this version, huh?
No.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. You go to Japan, buy that, pay the overpriced inflated prices, go for it.
There you
Fine.
go. Problem solved. Everybody's happy right here.
Oh,
Right
Oh
here.
yeah,
Everybody's
I want
happy.
that. I want that. I want it so bad.
that is atrocious. Oh my god, that's awful.
It's not awful. It's bloody Alpha Trion.
Yeah.
Everyone wants
Look
an
at that
Alpha
head
Trion.
Eh, like I said, that is horrid.
Lick it.
And you guys want to talk about
Lick
something
it.
horrid?
Lick it.
How about that Earthrise Quintesson, Judge? That looks terrible.
Oh, you know what? I
Absolutely
want it. I
terrible.
disagree. I want it.
You
I disagree.
No.
I want it because it looks like the base mode is an executioner's station.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
yeah.
That's what
How many
that's what-
Sharkticons can we fit in there? None.
and I want to agree with Crimson on this because I have the Cyberverse Quintesson and with the head gimmick, and I like
Well, good for you because you live in America and we can't get that shit in this country, boss.
I'm so sorry.
I
Thank
thought there was plenty of crap
I'm
for
gonna
everyone.
America.
I'm
But
gonna have to see if I can find images of that.
Hey,
they don't.
ACP,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor and tell me what this sound is? Do you hear that sound?
Is that you
Is that the
masturbate?
littlest? Is that the smallest fiddle in the world? Or
No,
violin?
that's my Earthrise grapple. Oh!
Oh,
Hey, you hear what this? You hear what this noise is?
Well done.
He got,
No
I got
blow.
an email this morning that said I still owe $3 for the Astro Train, so I paid it, and then I had looked down and had another email say that my grapple was canceled by Amazon. And I was like, y'all are really pissing me off, Amazon. I've been waiting 3 months for my Astro Train, and now you're going to charge me $3 more, and then you're going to cancel my order for grapple. I was like, oh.
Why would you go through Amazon? Amazon are the worst people ever.
Only overseas.
They suck in your country. I go to your page when I go to America as well, and it's still balls.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Amazon is trash. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Amazon's sorry, I almost let that one slip out.
Oh,
When you get a drone that flies your shit to you and drops it off, that shit's cool. I'm like,
yeah, but will the drone pleasure me at the same time? I don't care if it does.
if you bring
Only if you give it some sweet oil.
I do every single bloody time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like to curse.
Okay, I think I finally found an image of that Earthrise one. Let's see here.
Earthrise.
And
That Quintesson.
the Quintesson. I'll share it here in a second.
No one wants to see your Quintesson. Put it back.
Yes,
Put
they
it-
do. Yes, they do. They want to see it. They want to see
Put
it.
it back.
Everybody
Put it
wants
back.
to see it.
Show it, Ninja Bill. Show it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Absolute, what are you doing, man? Are you trying to do a Michael Bay film?
So
Or what's going on?
So you sent
There
me
we
an
go.
image of what, a fuel tower with a thing attached. Oh wow, I'm blown away. I'm blown away.
Are you saying it resembles some sort of phallic instrument?
Well, if the
Yes,
top is
it looks
bigger than
like
the
a
bottom,
penis.
yeah, that's
Oh,
totally phallic. I don't know what kind of porn you watch, but that
Um,
is phallic.
What's
But,
the size? Is it a deluxe or Voyager? Did they say?
It says Voyager, I think, on one of the other screens.
Yeah, he's Voyager.
Oh, they
Yeah,
can charge
Voyager.
Voyager for that piece of crap.
Yeah, nobody's gonna buy that. That's gonna be the worst shelf warmer ever.
No way, dude.
I know several. I know one person who's going to buy that. He's going to buy 5 of them.
Who?
Honestly, it looks like to me that those whatever's
Any-
blocking the face.
Does anyone know
fold
on your
down.
page who's called Adam and he's really pervy? He's going to buy 5 of those. He's going to buy 5 of those.
These look like joints right here. I think I know where input was going. These look like they flip down.
They do flip down.
Flip up, down. Yeah, flip
Yeah.
down for transformation. This all folds up and in and around. And so I can see now this will flip up and wrap around. These will fold down over this bit here. So yeah, I see that.
I mean, I can understand maybe the heads turn. It might be on some kind of turning gimmick or whatever. But
No, you're going to
this
fold
seems
down
like a
the fucking
complete
side.
unnecessary
It's gonna be a
use
pointy
of a playset design.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've got is how many children aged 10 or under are wanting to buy these to actually enjoy the play features. I don't understand, because most of the people who want these are going to be fucking, very old teenagers or above. How many children are going to want to actually build bases and play features out of these? I don't really understand, because there's no
Well, how many-
advertisement. There's no ads linking it. There's no online marketing, really. There's no proper advertisement to children's
I don't know.
TV channels.
Well, I'll say this.
I got 2 nieces that are actually excited about this.
Oh,
right
brilliant!
here with the build.
In the UK, there's no advertisement at all. I mean, I'm a teacher. I'm a nursery school teacher. I'm a nanny, and there's none of this knowledge with the children who would actually enjoy the play features of this stuff.
Well, they do play Earthrise and Cyberverse commercials that Hasbro makes on the actual YouTube. Like they do play those commercials on YouTube Kids and everything.
Yeah, but I look after.
that would be
I look
probably their
after,
only exposure to it.
10-year-olds, and none of the kids I look after ever see an Earthrise commercial. They never see any of this stuff at all. But that's in the UK, and the UK is shafted. So
Every now and then I'll see a commercial for Siege on TV. I will very rarely.
What,
but the
Cartoon
thing,
Network? What channel's that on in the States on cable?
Nobody
it's-
has cable anymore.
I've seen it.
Sorry,
I've seen it on
I've not
Cartoon.
lived in America since 2001, so I don't know.
Who's
I've
Yeah,
seen
that?
it
we're all streaming now, pretty much.
Oh
I've
no,
seen it-
I'm
I've seen it on Cartoon Network.
No, I feel so
I've seen
bad.
it. I've seen it on Cartoon Network, and I've seen it. We have a channel here called the CW, which is like WB's channel.
What the fuck is that?
Well,
Horribleness is what it is.
I
Don't
could-
worry about
I
it. Don't
could-
worry about it. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't please. It's crap. It's not worth your time. You're better off watching somebody dig a
Ninja
hole
Bill.
and shit. in
Ninja
it.
Bill, breathe, buddy, breathe. Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, and that might buy me enough time to talk. So, if you
Watch someone sitting in the corner and taking a shit while wanking at the same time.
Yes.
see, so I could tell you what CW is if you really cared, but just know it's a
Is it Cartoon
branch-
Network / Warner Brothers?
No, actually, Warner Brothers, WB bought. They had their own channel, and then they had another channel over here called UPN. And
I remember UPN.
Yeah, and
I'm not
WB bought
completely caveman.
WB bought UPN, and then they merged the network into the CW. I don't know where the C comes from, but they.
I'm going to start vomiting in a corner in a second.
So that's the whole thing. But I've seen it on CW and I've seen it on Cartoon Network, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But we don't have toy commercials over here that hardly at all anymore. So I'm usually surprised when I see a toy commercial in general, whether it be Barbie.
Yeah, because I
Transformers,
haven't been in America since I moved out of America in 2001, and I look after kids, and half the commercials they come up with on YouTube and whatnot are nothing to do with toys. And when it is to do with toys, it's to do with like girls' toys, like Bratz and those kind of crappy. You buy an egg and you get some random toy out of. So I don't know how younger generations are meant to actually experience.
Yeah, the Hatchimals.
Yeah, the Hatchimals and all that stuff. So I don't know how like younger children are meant to actually enjoy how awesome, Siege and Earthrise and Cyberverse has actually gotten when there's like fuck all toys. There's fuck all commercials. I don't know how they're meant to actually enjoy Transformers anymore when there's nothing to entice them anymore. It's really embarrassing.
I get more enjoyment picking my nose than watching the CW.
Oh, I love picking my nose. My nose is like a deep gold mine of enjoyment.
Oh, it is.
My God,
I
the
just pulled
children,
up 3 nuggets a second
the
ago.
children I look after
Hey.
enjoy finding so much magical shit in their nose. I don't know how they do it. I never found that much noise in my nose when I was a child, but they dig out so much.
Hey,
shit.
hey guys, Deluxe is doing an unboxing, so I got to head over there.
Oh.
So I'll see
Well,
you
tell
guys
you what,
later.
I'll end my program because it's almost been 2 hours anyway. So let's all go over to head over to Deluxe's. Make sure you subscribe to everybody that's been here. Thank you very much for everyone who has joined me live.
I don't have a channel, so fuck you all.
Well, that's
Except
cool.
that you
Subscribe
do.
to us.
Otherwise you would not be
We
here.
won't subscribe to you though.
And by the
All
way,
right, adios,
Absolus,
guys.
is that a Gundam reference? Real quick, Absolus, is that a Gundam reference?
Which one?
From, say, a certain series,
Which? What? G Gundam, Gundam Wing, Gundam X?
I was thinking more along Zeta, but
What?
didn't Zeta have an Absolus in it too?
Yeah, no, Absolus is some 8th MSS. It's the fucking massive death mobile armor
yeah.
from.
Yeah, it's the big mobile armor, but I thought it was one. There was one in. No, I'm thinking about Big Zan.
No.
Never mind.
It was 8th MSS. There was Absolus version 1, Absolus version 2, Absolus version 3. I've had the
Version 3,
fucking
yeah.
screen name since I was at fucking university 10 years ago.
There you
Deal
go.
with it.
So anyway,
It's fucking, yeah.
anyway, everybody, thanks for joining me. Go over and watch Deluxe's unboxing. So thanks for watching.
Someone send me a
Be
link.
good to
Someone
each
send me a
other.
link for this unboxing because I'll watch it too.
Give me just a second. That's what I was doing. I was going to grab the link.
All right.
Yeah, because it's like 20 to 4 a.m. here. So, yeah, send me the link.
Okay.
Because I got nothing better to do because our fiance is fast asleep, I think. She's wide awake while I'm talking. Fuck.
All right,
Hello.
ACP, post that link. Post that link, ACP. Post it. Okay, now. Do it right now. Where is it?
I
I
don't
ain't
know.
seen it yet.
Do it.
Son of a bitch.
Waiting on you, ACP. Waiting on you.
Whenever you're ready,
Come on.
buddy.
Time is money. Time is money.
There you go. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, done.
Okay, I will post the link real quick. Give me a.
Yeah. Oops, remove my web address. Try again.
Oh, that sucks.
Screw
Okay, let's see here. Deluxe Baldwin. No, let's see here. Here we go. Deluxe. Boom. This is the live right here. We will just copy that. We will just paste it, hopefully successfully. There you go.
Well, thank you for having me. I'll talk to y'all later, and we'll head over there now.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh, I was just telling everybody to go watch your unboxing.
Yeah, go watch
All right.
Deluxe Baldwin's unboxing.